St. Augustine Distillery. Whiskey, rum, gin, and vodka. Hello again, everyone. It is your DJ for life, and I am on my second day of doing the old trolley tours here in St. Augustine, Florida. And I remembered something along the way that was said yesterday, and I just want to say it before I forget, is that there's only 2 streets apparently in America where Martin Luther King is named after and also marched on. One of them is here in St. Augustine, Florida, and that's actually pretty cool. It is only like a few blocks from this stop here, and where I'm at right now is the St. Augustine Distillery, where they give some free samples. So figured I'd come and check it out here before I make my next stop, which is the Ripley's Believe It or Not Auditorium. And so I'll go there and show you guys that. But first, let's go ahead and take a look inside the distillery and join me for this adventure. Here we are. When you first walk in here, you'll see this wall's to your left, and then there is all the different facts along the wall about the distillery. Here it says in the 1950s, new inventions like the electric refrigerators and overland transportation cooling system have replaced the need for block ice. So this place also has a block ice factory, which back in the day was pretty important because ice was hard to come by in this hot Florida weather. This place also used to be an electric company for the area here, and they had electricity actually before the White House, which is kind of a fun fact as well. So when you first come in, you'll be asked to sign in on these iPads here, and then sanitize your hands, and then you'll be able to get a wristband and do some taste testing. We have sugarcane, juniper, citrus, all the different ingredients here making the different types of wine or spirits that they have. Rum and whiskey, vodka. I know they make that here.
Thank you so much. It's very smooth.
And coming back over here, there's actually a fun fact that I was just informed of by one of the workers here, and she said that this right here is a prescription for alcohol that you got during the Prohibition time. This one says it was prescribed in September 22nd of 1927. So that's actually about 94 years ago at this point. And right kitty corner from that is this sign right here. And this is pretty much the opposite of where people sign this in a family to say that they're going to abstain from alcohol and not drink it. So these people here are definitely not going to be getting that prescription, but kind of interesting to have the 2 documents so close to each other and the complete opposite end of the spectrum here. Alright, so after you get done in that first spot there, you come in here where they are having barrels and barrels of alcohol. I'm guessing in a whiskey and rum, and I guess haven't learned as much yet if vodka's made in the similar fashion here in the barrels. But here we have also the very tall bin of alcohol right here. And then this is a self-guided tour, so you can go at your own pace as you go through. I just had my first sample. I didn't get a shot. Ironic. I didn't get a shot of that because it was just kind of hard to hold the camera and grab the little sample cup. But I'd say they're about the size of a like a med cup or something like that, like a small paper med cup, but kind of nice. And then here are some more fermentation tank. That one's a mash cooker. You can't really read it, I guess, on the camera just because of the lighting. And that one there is a 500 gallon spirit still. And there is a pot still. See if I get closer, if it'll come up. There we go. Got a pot still. That's much better. Spirit still, you can kind of see that. Maybe not so much those ones, but not sure much of the difference. But we do have some information here that'll tell the difference. They have the mash cooking, fermentation, and all the different stops here that you can take a look at. So after reading a little bit and watching some of the videos that you can see on the QR codes there by each of those stations here, it is just the whiskey and bourbon that is inside of these. And now that I actually take a look a little closer, they do have it labeled here, bourbon whiskey. And so each one of them will say what is inside there, or at least on one of the sides here. But yeah, it's a pretty interesting process. And let's go ahead and we'll take a look at the next spot.